Hi friends, how are you? Okay, so today, what day is today? Tuesday. Some things I want to show you before we go too far. Okay, this was the quarter moon on August 23rd, Friday. The moon was in the 8th house of taxes, other people's money, the moon squaring the sun. Sun is Donald, moon. He does not like this. He always gets very cranky under these conditions. We've seen that absolutely for sure with his performance at the G7. Pay attention to this though. Now it's done. The moon right now is Cancer 25. It's about ready to go over the midheaven, the top of the chart in Washington, D.C. Remember I said the ascendant is where the sun rises, and then it reaches its highest point is the midheaven. This is true of everybody's chart. That's what we strive for in our lifetimes. Our highest calling, our public self. And then it starts to fade away and set. And so then it goes into this 9th house of long distance travel, law enforcement. So long distance travel, that's usually Putin's house. But, you know, the moon has been going through the 9th house while he was at the G7. So that makes sense. The moon is going to go over the midheaven soon, this afternoon, if it hasn't already. Expect a big shift. And we're already getting a sense of that because the shocking news that we've gotten, remember we would have shocking news, is that in New York, the Jeffrey Epstein accusers get to have their day in court and have a hearing. Even though his lawyers tried to dismiss the case, the judge, thank God, is letting them have their hearing. And how much of a brave soul is that Courtney? Let's throw just some cards real quick on Courtney, because she's the one who's been more and more vocal, demanding her day in court, pissed off that Epstein got off easily in Florida, and now raising holy heck because pissed off that he died, he's a coward, and that they don't get their say. And so, good on her. Let's just see how she's doing. How is she doing? How you doing, Courtney? Oh, she's furious. She just feels furious. I don't blame you, girlfriend. You hang in there. Okay, Courtney. I don't even know what to ask you. Let's just check in. How you doing? How you doing? How are you doing, Courtney? How you doing? She is sick and tired of being, fenced in like this. But she's burning out, but she is going to rally and she's going to keep going. I don't know what's going to happen. What's covering her? Her fight. Her fight. Her willingness to fight against him. And everything that has been fought upon her. Yeah, she's covered in burdens. She is so done. She is so done. That is her challenge that she is. The base of this is just looking at all this crap we had to deal with. I have so much I want to say. It's just insane. Just looking at all that. And hopefully that, maybe she's invested her time into this. Maybe there'll be a payoff. I hope so. It's crowning her. I think this represents all the people that have come together to support her. All the accusers coming together to have their say. If you watch them on TV, you can kind of see that bond that they're all sharing. And while it might not be the traditional happy family, to them, they've done it. They feel like a family. And they're having luck. In the past, why is Mar-a-Lago showing up? And Trump and Epstein, oh my gosh, I almost said Trump Island. Epstein Island. Look at that. Look at these 10s. She's done. Done. Yes. What's to come? She's finished. How do we see her? Full. So full. So full of fire and wanting to do good. Like, she's just so full, she can't stop herself from just going and letting people know. And maybe she is pregnant. I don't know if she is in real life, but just this overall sense of fullness. I love this because this is Venus. Oh, Venus is in Virgo right now. So is Mars. So is the Sun. And all of those are very, very earthy signs. And good for her, because this is going to be a pivotal month with our new moon in Virgo. What's the environment? She's fighting. She is fighting back. Good for her. All of you, good girls. Ladies, hopes, a new beginning, new money. Yeah, her share. They are all due their fair share for dealing with what they had to deal with. Fear. Fear. How is the Sun in Revelation? Oh, fear of having to testify and reveal all that stuff. That's really scary. Ideally, this anxiety that they all know. Oh, ideally, all their anxiety, light will be shed on their nightmares. They fear that they won't have this exposed. And what's to come? More talks, more negotiations. Good for you, Courtney. And she's had to retreat all of her life. She's had to be in the background all of her life and held back, no more. Okay. So I'm glad that we just checked in with them. I want to talk about the Amazon forest really quickly. I'm not doing a reading on that. I want to go back to the chart from the full moon in Aquarius. And I think while I was doing that reading after that full moon later on that night, I was just sick to my stomach because of what I saw in the chart. And I was thinking, kind of like the conditions were right for explosive. Here we had Uranus squaring Mercury. This is explosiveness and record-setting events happening in the 8th house of Scorpio, which intensifies things. Squaring Mercury, which is messaging, and it's wind. Wind in Leo, that's hot wind. So if you're going to think of weather, you're going to think of explosive hot wind. And remember, it was all bearing down on the midheaven, which is Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, which is a fire sign. So you have all this explosiveness bearing down here, and Jupiter magnifying things. Well, if you look at the bigger map, if this is Washington, D.C., and this has pushed off to the east, and you just keep going straight south, and you go a little bit east, what do you hit? The Amazon forest. So that's what I was seeing. I believe that's what I was seeing because coincidentally, that same weekend that those fires started, guess where else there were fires? Alaska, a bunch of them along the big highway. Alaska, New Mexico, Idaho, Texas, California had just one, and Oklahoma. And coincidentally, 3 of those states all started the same weekend, and the same weekend with the Amazon fires. I think Linda G said that the fires were, were sent on purpose by Bolsonaro. I don't like that Jair Bolsonaro. He obviously got elected with the same far right-wing nationalists. Pompeo has been out to see him, give him money, negotiate while we were in our shutdown, giving them money to help deal with fighting the cartels, which, it's just laundering. They're just giving money away. So that was that. Okay. I think that's all I wanted to look at. Because what I do want to look at, I think I might start doing monthly horoscopes. We're going to give it a shot here, okay? How am I doing on time? There's something else I should do. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, one last question. I know what I wanted to say with the Jair Bolsonaro. So he's part of one of those far-right elections that was elected by election rigging, meddling, blah, blah, blah. He also back when he was elected, said he was moving their embassy to Jerusalem. How about that? Just like Donald. He had some other weird positions that aligned with Donald and Putin. So I guess there were secret emails that showed that they were setting fire to the Amazon because they have the vision of roads and bridges and development. It's like, what? No one's going to go. No one's going to go. I'm so glad that the G7 decided to sanction them. But Bolsonaro, where did you get this idea? Where did you get this idea to build roads and highways and develop, and just set stuff on fire? Where did that big idea come from? You know where I'm going with this, you guys. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Oh, a brand new idea. And covered in secrets. I'm going to find out who those secrets are. Challenge is the devastation. Okay. I'm going to find who those secrets are from. You hear me? Who were those secrets from? Sorry, to go grab this deck. Whoops. Oh, clarifying our King of Pentacles. Shocking. Trump gave you that idea? High Priestess. Tell me. You're covering that Ace of Wands. What's it all about? What's it all about, High Priestess? You have the King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, burdens, data. Come on. Page of Swords. Someone set on fire. Okay. So you have the King of Pentacles, Donald with his burdens, with the Eight of Coins, data, information. This might even be micro-targeting and finding someone to go set stuff on fire. That's what I think. The challenge was a heartbreak and the devastation. At the base of this, where'd you get this idea? Where'd you get this idea? Oh, whoops. What's this? Oh, Lord. You know what? I think I need to... Nope. She says, don't start over. Just shuffle again. A little disorganized. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Oops. Okay, where'd you get that idea? We're going to put this to the side. Do you see that, Two Pentacles? Put that to the side. Where'd you get this idea? What's at the base of this? Look at me. Celebration. Someone wanting a celebration for setting fires on the Amazon on fire. What's crowning this? Look at me. Here I said I wouldn't do a reading. I'm doing reading. Okay. Why am I seeing my, secret money, laundered money? It could be Julian Assange in Ecuador, but not really. It could be a similar. But what's crowning this are all the people and animals who are left homeless. In the past. Boy, Jerry, you just do not want to tell a story today, do you? In the past, the endings, the world. Really? Is the end of the world as we know it? What's to come? Temperance, integrating this. How do we see you, Jer? Okay, you got that idea at a fortunate time because the environment was about stealing resources. The hope was to finally have justice, and not meaning that not having to follow justice and the laws and the rules and just set stuff on fire. The fear was, Jer, getting caught. The ideal with those fires, Jair Bolsonaro, was to set them on fire. What's to come? The Fool. Someone's going to get indicted. Okay. Well, the Fool could also be the one who is sanctioned. Oh, there's the White House. Seriously, is this the White House? Yes, it's the White House, because you know what? They want to piss off the environmentalists too. Just what a FOTUS. FOTUS. Be gone. Okay. That's it. I have to figure out. I saw this on Twitter briefly, and I laughed so hard about it. I wish I could find it again. So you know I call him FOTUS because he's the F, the United States. Someone called him the F blank blank hippopotamus. So it was like blending a FOTUS with a hippopotamus, and someone figure out how to spell that, because I know it can be spelled. I just don't know how. I can barely even say it. So that's it. You guys have a great day. I think I might start doing some horoscopes. Wouldn't you just love to have a taroscope for your own sign for the month and what you're going to be faced with the tarot, huh? Doesn't that sound great? I'm excited. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click like, subscribe, and please share. Okay, thank you.